There is the soothing voice of one Emmah Omonge live in studio now with us. Karibu sana to Full Circle. Great to have you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're most welcome. Wow. And your music, of course, we started there with Nacho Talk. I think if we didn't play that song, people would have just wangetungojea pale kwa gate. But take us back to that song. It wasn't your first song.
No.
But it's really the song that sort of just kind of,
Yeah.
like with Afeya, uli just ukatupa huko nje. Tell us about that song. First of all, what inspired it? Where was your headspace when you were writing it?
First of all, thank you so much for having me today. What I'd say is Nachotaka is not just a song to me. Nachotaka is a place I arrived in my life where I told God, I do not want to relate with you based on what I can get from you. I want to relate with you because you created me to worship you, one. Two, this time round, I do not want anything. I just want the whole of you.
Yeah.
Because Jesus is a full package.
Yeah.
So you cannot love the things of God and fail to love Him. So Nachotaka is that song where I was just desperate for Jesus, and I didn't even have to go through something to write a song as that. I just wanted to love on God for
You
who
just
He
wanted
is.
Him.
Yes.
Absolutely. That's fantastic. And tell me then about your, just kind of looking at the way people received the song. What do you think set it apart so much, you know, even from the other songs that you'd written? What do you think was it about that song?
It's majorly my relationship with God. And I feel what set it apart was the fact that I wasn't doing it for myself. I wasn't seeking the glory for me. In fact, when I was doing that song, I didn't even think 2 or 3 people would watch it or not. Like, it wasn't my business. All I wanted to do was just to, you know, worship God and just put it out there. And amazingly, a lot of people are able to resonate with that, you know, because I was at a place, you see, the deep calls the deep.
Yes.
So when you do it for God, when you pour yourself out, people have a way of you know, relating with you and, you know, just speaking to souls, because I was speaking from myself.
Right.
So it wasn't about what I was going to get or something. So that's why I think people were able to, if I see that comment a lot of time on my YouTube,
Yeah.
that if I want to pray, if I want to relate with God, I want just a fellowship with God, I'll
They
subscribe
listen
to
to the
Nachotaka.
song.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. And that's what it should be,
Yeah.
right? Because music is really our expression of worship to
Yes,
God.
yes.
And worship is always about Him,
Yes,
never about
never about
ourselves.
anybody else, yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. And of course, you have many other songs thereafter. Tell us a bit about your process now with writing. How do you actually do it? Because your style is very, how do I describe your style? I'd say it's very, it's so laid back, but it's so strong and firm at the same time. And I don't know, unless you're planning on giving us some, you know, you're very like, yeah, mellow, like just very super composed, super chill. And the beauty of that is that the message of what you're singing about really shines through. Emmah, is that just something you're comfortable in?
No,
Emmah,
I
you're
think
also tempted?
It is more the person that I am.
Yeah.
I'm a bit laid back, but still strong.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say usually it's more of a space that I am in, you know, and mostly the inspiration that I get from the things around me.
Yeah.
That help me write a song. So I don't even have to go through something.
Sure.
Sometimes I just want to love on God. I think from Nachotaka.
You just want to love Him.
I
I love
just
that
love
line.
on God.
I love that.
I just want to love on God.
Yeah.
I want to just write pieces of music that, you know, it doesn't matter whomever, whatever.
Yes.
But can you just love on God, and can another person hope on God simply
Yes.
because I wrote a little piece that was able to bring them closer to God.
And I love that that seems to be the thread with both of the musicians we've had here today, because even Pastor Timothy Kitui was saying at some point he didn't care. It wasn't about what people will say. He was just like, even if I don't have a stage, even if I don't have a platform, I will sing in the shower to my God. I think that's absolutely incredible. And to anybody out there who's really trying to figure out how to exercise their gift, that's probably something really keen to learn from you. So tell us a bit more about what you have. Are you working on something special? What can we expect from you? Do you have an album out?
I have an EP that I should put out there in a few days. But I'm just going to do singles.
Okay.
You know, this season, actually the only way to stay sane as a musician, just produce music.
Yeah.
I mean, 5 months of dormancy, there's nothing going on. It's
Right,
crazy.
yeah.
You're used to going out there ministering to people, then
Yeah.
you have to sit at home. hey, we don't know when this thing is ending, so we just write pieces of music and bless people.
Okay.
So I think I'm using this time to recalculate, write. I could have written some songs, so you're going to hear a lot of them.
Great.
As time goes by.
Looking forward to them. So this EP will be coming out soon, eh?
But
I put pressure on you so that you release it.
Very soon. Very soon. Very soon. That stuff for worship EP should be out there.
Okay, fantastic. And maybe you can also just touch a bit on your walk with God, because I think it's very clear to me that that is the core of everything. That is the core of why you even sing in the first place. And to a lot of the young guys who, maybe even just with the year, as you've said, it's been 5 months of dormancy and just a lot of confusion and crisis. Who is God to you, and what would you encourage them to, why would you encourage them to seek after him as well?
You know, God is a father. I don't even see him as a master. He is a father. That when I go through anything in this life, if I don't discuss it with God, then it's not even sorted. But when I share it with God, it's done. So I want to encourage another person that sometimes our issues of concern have a way of blinding us from seeing what God has for us and even seeing God as a father.
Yeah.
I was speaking to someone some days back and was wondering, I go through certain issue and I think God doesn't love me. You know, don't you ever doubt the love of God.
Absolutely.
If God didn't love you, if his love never covered you, whatever you are going through right now would have long swallowed you.
That's right.
But the love of God has covered you. So I just encourage someone to not ever doubt the love of God.
Amen.
I mean, you can't even love him half the way he loves us.
Yes.
So I just encourage another person, just look at him as a father that you can share every single thing.
Right.
Si ati kuna vitu ambavyo unaweza share na Mungu na zingine unaacha. No. Everything. I share with God even if my hair is falling. I tell God, Daddy, my hair is falling.
Wow.
I know I need to just buy TCB or something to make my hair look good. But you know, that level of dependency. And that is what has, you know, kept me going and deepened our relationship with God. I depend on God for every single thing.
Right.
Because
and I
he's
love
a father
that.
to me.
And that's the great thing, that, you know, they're not areas of our lives that we have to hide from God. He's literally concerned about every aspect of our lives. And even today, as we talked about in our devotion, Noah obeyed God on everything. And we were reminded that God is a God of all. He wants everything of us. Fantastic. Well, I want you to tell us a little bit about one of your newest songs. And those Akaluo song you did, that's
my favorite.
I loved it.
But you know, can I tell you something about that song?
Yes.
You know, when I did it, I was wondering, oh my God,
you know, it sounds so good.
You know, the way we limit ourselves by how we think.
It's like Timothy Kitui right here.
Yeah, you think.
When he started singing in Lunje is when things opened up. So you never know.
You never know,
But tell us about your latest one.
Wimidiwe is a song that I just wrote to, you know, exalt the superiority of God. You see, I don't like exalting what I go through. I don't like exalting things that are happening around because I have a God that is bigger than all these things. And it is my little testimony. Like, I've seen it, like, if you try to work out the equation of my life without Jesus, you'll never get an answer.
Come on.
Because Jesus, there's just no me without Jesus.
Yeah.
So Wimidiwe is a song that I just want to testify of God's goodness. Like, it takes just, you can go through issues of your life, then just one day you open that one door and you're wanting God.
Wow.
You realize it, the process was worth it.
Amen.
Yeah, so Wimidiwe is a song that just want to exalt the superiority of God and just love on him.
Amazing.
Regardless.
Wow, I think it's time for us to sample this song from you. You're going to sing just a little bit of it for us. And then, of course, I'll be back to wrap up the show and let you know something that ZTech University also has in store for you. Take it away.
Thank you.
Hautawaliwi, unabaki
it's a pleasure. And a lot of people here have a lot of love for you. I need to read these like a rapper right now because my time is up. But someone here is saying, good morning, Joyce. Show imekuwa lit. I've been blessed. Salimia Emmah Omonge sana. She's one of the gospel artists I follow. She's such a blessing. That's Lily from LD. Sami Murigu from Karatina says, Emma's songs are very inspiring. I feel very inspired. Karen is saying, 2 women of God in the building today. You both inspire me. And I don't just love your music, but your heart of worship and the love for God. It's so contagious. Thank you for accepting to be used of the Lord. I bless God for you. Wamesema collabo ka come through. Hey! all right. I like it. Emma's songs really bless me and they lift my spirit high. They've got a message which is always helpful to me, and they say keep going, keep inspiring us. You're going places. That's Brenda Lowy. And many people here saying they love your fashion sense, that you're deep but you're also fashion sense. You have a great fashion sense. Yani look imeweza. Emmah, thank you so much. Very quickly, how can people find your music? Of course on YouTube.
Yes, Mdundo, Boomplay, na zingine zinakam.
Okay, and you can of course follow her on all her social media platforms, Emmah Omonge. Guys, I need to remind you that of course I know many of you have missed going to the movie theaters, but there's an offer for you. You can actually grab your ticket to the Tenet premiere on Friday the 4th of September. That's today at 3 p.m. and at 5 p.m. at Anga Diamond Plaza 2. The ticket price for students is just 400 bob, and for non-students it's 600 bob. There are limited slots available because of social distancing, and they will be observing all the health measures because your safety is their focus. For more information, you can visit Anga IMAX pages on IG and on Facebook. As they say, the show must go on, but this show is come to an end for the week. Thank you so much, DJ Sadiq, as always, for being here. Please make sure you follow him at DJ Sadiq.
Yeah, man.
And remember, at Emmah Omonge. You can follow me as well at Joyce Omondi. Let's meet here on Monday for even more Full Circle with Joyce. Until then, God bless you guys and have a wonderful weekend. Ciao.